Okay, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another stream. Today, this is going to be a completely different stream than usual. I think it's time we do a Q&A live stream, I think. Yes, I haven't done this before. But basically, I have planned to do a Q&A live stream because I think it's just a bit important we actually do it. So, again, this is not the usual, playing Fortnite and that stuff. I mean, I will still be on Fortnite, just probably playing the games, playing like normal pubs on my own while I'm doing the Q&A stream. But yeah, this is not the same live stream I usually do. This is a Q&A stream, so like I'm doing today, so like because I think it's about the time we do a bit. I think we do one, so I think we need to do one. Hold on, wait me a second. So this is, again, like I said, it's a Q&A stream. It's not the same as it is before. So yeah. So this is a Q&A live stream I'm doing. Hello, Niga Marion, welcome to the stream I'm doing. I'm aka Alice. But like I said, today's like, again, I'm not going to be playing my BR on today's stream. It's just, it's a Q&A one. So if you have any questions, you gotta let me know in the chat. I think we need some. I think it's just time we do some. I just think we need it. We just need a bit of a one, in my opinion. If you don't understand what Q&A means, I'm pretty sure it's questions and answers. So. Hello, Gamer, welcome to the stream. How you doing? So, remember, guys, for this stream, we're not actually going to be playing my mini BR or like anything like that. It's basically okay. So let's land here. So while I'm doing the Q&A stream, I'll be playing some solos, just so you can so you got something to chill out while watching in the background. But whoa, the map looks a bit more foggy. Oh, and this looks like it's moving closer above the map. So, guys, remember this stream is about questions and like asking me questions, and then I'll give you the answer too. So remember, don't go too personal in the questions. Like it can be things like, for example, questions you can ask. For example, things like, like stuff to do with my BR, or like the stuff or plans for the future on my YouTube channel and that stuff. So this is no like normal stream I usually do. We'll just remind you. Oh, hello, yeah, boss. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? It's nice, so it's foggy. I know it's not, yeah, but it looks a bit more foggy than usual. Usually at night it doesn't look this foggy. That's what I'm confused about. Because usually at night, when it usually turns night, it ain't that foggy. That's what I don't get. But anyways, remember guys, this is a Q&A stream, so we're not like, so basically it's questions and answers. Just a reminder, if you don't even understand what Q&A means. Oh gosh. Hello Fiji Plays, welcome to the stream, how you doing? So guys, make sure you read the title to the stream because it is a Q&A stream, this one is. I know she verge, yes I know. But guys, guys, have you got any like questions or anything? Because this is a Q&A stream, remember? So questions and stuff. Well, I've just quickly checked what Q&A means. This question and answer, I already knew that, but right. Okay, anyone got any questions they want to ask? Because this is a I'm about 13. That's not too relevant to this stream. Obviously, we're talking more in questions regarding like my BR or like my future. What I've got future plans for my YouTube, or just Fortnite stuff in general. But understand, yeah, like I said, this is a Q&A stream. So, like I said, I will do these once in a while, so we can like catch up and then and all that stuff. So I'm gonna answer more questions in a second. I'm just doing something. Okay, when did I start making content? When I first, so like I said, when I first made my YouTube channel from back late 2014, when I was only what, like 6 years old. I first made my YouTube channel when I was 6 years old. However, I then made my first YouTube channel, and then I started making content when I was like 8. So I was very young when I first made my channel. What's coming about? I'm not gonna leak it too much. I can't really leak it too much because it's not available yet. So questions for a BR I can answer, but I'm not gonna. If it's for a future thing, I'm not gonna say much about it. But for the comic, it's basically a whole story between like 3 characters. And something I did drop a teaser to that the other day. Well, will you release maps sub BRs? I don't know, to be honest. At the moment, I haven't really thought. I know you want me to like maybe like release some maps, but I'm more into mini BR maps and stuff. I don't know where you want your location. I know you keep asking for your own location, my BR. I know you keep asking me for that. Season 4, you will get a chance due to something I'm going to announce pretty soon. I'm not going to say what it is, but Season 4, you have a chance of getting your own location. More details will be explained on July 3rd, and I will announce what it is on that day. What's your Chapter 2 season? To be honest, Chapter 2 Season 2, I'd say this season and last season were very close. If I had one wish in the world, what would it be? I guess my wish would be just to get more really popular on YouTube, to be honest. Like I said, when I'm planning to get to 1k subscribers, I am planning to like switch up content a bit. Like, I'll still do Fortnite like usual. I'll still play Fortnite like usual, but I did say about maybe returning to Minecraft, and hopefully then start switching up, mixing up between different sorts of content and all that stuff. So yeah. But like I said, Mindless Master, you'll get a chance to have your location season 4. Let's go to season 2. Oh yeah, like the chapter season 2 is probably the best, but I then say the season and then season 4, chapter 2, I'd say are pretty close. Okay, anyone else got any? We have a code for my VR. Like I said, for my VR, the answer will be no until at least I release chapter 6. A couple people keep asking me the question if I'm gonna have a code for my chapter VR. No, and at the moment, when chapter 6 releases, possibly, but I'm not gonna guarantee. I'm not gonna guarantee having a code for my VR. I want to try and get a creator code hopefully eventually. If I'm hoping to aim for the future. My plan is to release chapter 6 by the time I have a creator code, so sometime next year. So hopefully around chapter 6 I'll release it. I'll make a code for my BR. If ever dream game so what would it look like? My dream gaming setup, it'd basically be like I have a really good PC with really good really good stuff that you can do, and also have like an next-gen console of it's hard to explain, but hopefully I'm older I have the dream gaming setup I do get. So yeah. Anyone's got any questions? Any questions? I'll make the stream will probably last like half an hour and 45, maybe 45 minutes. It depends. It just depends, but probably no longer than like 45 minutes. Might be just like what? Oh, nice Space Ranger. Okay, any other questions, guys? What's my favorite place in the world? Like I said, to be honest, I don't know really. That is a hard question again. Try not to ask questions that are too personal or questions that are too. That's a very hard question, in my opinion, for me to answer. Because obviously there's so many places that are quite nice. Like fun fact, when I was 5 years old, I went to Florida once when I was like 5 years old. Like I think that was like when I was like 5. Fun facts there, lads. Who's currently the important character in Dance VR? Okay, I can't reveal that too much just yet. I can't reveal that yet. However, in the comic, I'm going to reveal it. Because there is upcoming comic from VR. I can't say yet what's the most important characters from VR. However, when we get to the comic, then I will reveal what the important character is. So expect that next week for me to reveal it. Am I gonna play Call of Duty Black Ops War anytime soon? PlayStation again, just like what who is it? Fiji said about having a code for VR. I don't know. I'll see, but it depends. I'm not a huge Call of Duty War player. What's your favourite location of my mini VR? To be honest, I do want my mini VR kind of like Luminous Lake the most. It's simply because you get people landing there. It's got pretty decent loot, and I do get some decent loot there. And so have a great day. Hello, Fake XD. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? You doing comic film? Also doing the comic film app? Oh, nice, VG. That's nice. Like, so my comic is releasing next week. So yeah. But again, questions for my BR, I can answer some of them depending on what it is. If it's up to the future, I can try and answer as best I can without leaking anything. But like, for example, the question, my favourite season? Favourite season, Fortnite. If we're talking chapter 2, I'd say if we're talking chapter 1, it's hard. If we're talking chapter 1, I think season 5 is probably my favourite, but if we're talking chapter 2, it's gotta be season 2 of it. But if we're talking overall, after chapter season 2, even though, if we're talking chapter 1, my favourite would be season, I think 5. But this chapter season 2, and overall my favourite chapter season 2. What's your favourite season of my mini BR? To be honest, I want to say chapter 5 season 2 because I think that was probably one of the most successful seasons of my BR. Like, it had updates, it had the story, and yeah, it did have some really good story to it. Did it? Like I said, if you were someone who was sticking around from the whole season 2, you know what I'm talking about. There was all that story that happened between Knights and Phantoms. It was all crazy, and we had the event with the Azure Orb, obviously. But yeah. Okay, right now, guys, while we're continuing the Q&A stream, I'm gonna go back into my old version of chapter 5, so you get a little re-look at what it used to be back then. My favourite season, chapter 1 is season 4. My favourite chapter 2 is season 4 and 2. I think if it's chapter 2, my favourite season 2, but I'd say then this season is probably was already one of my favourites. And we'll take you a little throwback, guys. We have a host of my BR. I don't know. I tried doing it in last season in my BR. I tried that. It didn't really go the best. I mean, it went alright, but then things didn't go too well in it. So Fiji, again, just like the question you asked, can code from a BR. I don't know. Possibly, but it'd be I just don't know. It's unlikely at the moment. I can always change my mind and do one, but I don't know it for now. But we'll see in the future, but I don't know at the moment. But like I said, I tried holding one last season and it didn't go the best, so I don't know for sure. So we're taking a little throwback to season 1, guys. As you can see, this is a little throwback to the old chapter 5. So yeah. Remember, like, questions. Remember, guys, when you're asking questions, it can be anything. As long as it's not too like personal, or it's questions that's hard for me to answer. Like, a lot of people talk about like what I do with my YouTube content. I want to see if people have any questions regarding my YouTube, like my content and stuff. I'm planning just because I just want to see what questions everyone has. So who else has got any questions? How long is this season going to last for your BR, in your BR? Okay, so season 3. So I released it about quite a bit ago. I released it on May 17th. So it's been nearly a month. It's going to end on July 10th. So on July 10th, I will release season 4. And just like season 4 is a very good season. The theme for next season is going to be a Meteor theme. I did post the thumbnail, so I did have the thumbnail is there for the on the premiere, so I can say it. But the theme of it for next season is going to be Meteor. I know it's weird how I'm really leaking it, but obviously that's from the thumbnail. So yeah. Is it hard to make the live events? Good question. It depends. Like for for some of my previous chapters, for example, my chapter 5 season 2 event finale, that was not too hard. However, when I did some other live events, like my chapter 5, chapter 4, season 4, that was a fairly hard one. Which, just saying, guys, next season of my BR will have a live event. However, again, it's going to be a hard one for me to make this one because next season is going to be a lot for me to work on for the event, guys. So next season we'll also have a live event for my VR, and it's going to be a hard one this one and how I'm going to be doing it. What would you do if your channel went viral? Wait, what do you mean by that? What do you mean, Sakali? I don't get what you mean by viral. So if you could explain it more, and I could touch what it means, then I could probably check a bit more into that. But do you know what you mean by viral? I don't really need too much personally. So yeah. Actually, I'm currently in my season 1. This is just a tour of like everything that used to be here that got removed. For example, you remember this? Removed that last season for like memory. And then there used to be slot barrels here at Silent Swamp, but then I removed them last season also for memory. You remember this waterfall, which I love this. Sadly, again, last season I had to remove this up to make up memory. Which sucks. For OGs of this chapter, you shall remember this location I'm going to head to right now. It's Skyscraper City. So yeah, so the only reason I'm in here is just to give you like a little tour for Sakali. Oh, like what would my action be? Hold on, I'm going to check. What does viral mean? I'm going to check what viral means. What does viral mean? So regarding that, I don't really know, Sakali, so that's a hard question for me to answer. I don't know really much to that one, so I can't really make an answer for sure about that. So as you see, guys, we're in my season 1, obviously. We're just giving a little tour of like, well, of the old stuff here, like everything that was like here. Like for example, this building. It was a nice one to have. Yeah, I think Skyscraper City was gonna be Mr. POI. Looked at. Just saying, Skyscraper City is gone for now. However, it won't be. May not necessarily be gone for. How do you become one of your mini BR map levels? Alright, good question. There's enough. There's too many now. I've got. However, as long as you're like good at like doing something for a BR, I will like allow people to become map helper. That's what it is. As long as they're like good at certain stuff for BR, for example, like custom buildings. Or just something good at least for BR, that would help with my map a lot. But yeah, good question about that. Like, so who misses this location though, guys? This is the old Skyscraper City POI. And yeah, it was a really nice location. This problem is probably like the most. What made you want to play FN? Basically, this is a really good question again. This is very old, and basically, my back in like I think it was like it was like October 2018. October, I believe 2018. I started playing Fortnite. I believe it was. My sister, my big sister taught me how to play Fortnite, and then that's when I started playing from there. Back then, before my sister taught me, I was too scared to play Fortnite. Before my sister taught me, but then when my sister started teaching me how to play it, I started playing it. I've been playing since before chapter 2 even started. I've been playing since like chapter 1, season 6. I miss it. I see you can miss this location, don't you? I'm just giving you like a little tour just while we're doing the Q&A stream. So for example, you remember this building. This is VG's apartment. You remember. Sadly it's gone, but you never know. It may not be got. It's never gonna be forgotten. But let's never forget this. However, it's got obviously it's gone currently. But yeah. Oh yeah, so I already remember this there. Okay, so we got this building. This is probably one of my favourite buildings. It's like a normal store. Because I'm gonna miss this building a lot. This building was very, very hard worked on. What's your favourite location in Chapter 2 Season 7? Obviously, this is a fairly easy question because there's only been 2 locations that's been added so far this season. 2 name locations. I'm already gonna say Corny Complex is better. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Sweaty Sands. I like the Believers Beach. I like the change to them, but it's basically still the same POI Sweaty Sands. So for that, I'm gonna have to say Corny Complex. I'm going missing except for ideas for location and with lots of device. Plus, you adding as a friend last week. Oh yeah, I think I did, didn't I? Remember, were you the one from the stream before? I believe it was. So yeah. Remember this building? It's been so long, boys. That's the OG. It seems as Janice is no longer in your community box as the king. Yep, that's right. I'd say for now, unless there's another person that pops up in the future. Unless the king again in my BR. But for, again, Sparks, you might be the new king again. You might be back to the king again for now. But you can't guarantee forever though. Just can't, you just never know. We look at coffee cabinets, but that's not really necessarily a question. But I'm just doing well with the QA stream. I'm just going to do a little throwback to some of the older versions of Chapter 5, some of the previous seasons, like Season 1 and 2. That's not really relevant to the stream. It's not too relevant, Miles Master. Remember, guys, like, ask questions about future, like my BR and stuff, or like my YouTube channel stuff. Just make sure, like, it's questions that I either can't answer, that I can't really answer. Like, make sure it's questions like that that is not too personal, like, or like any question or anything that I can't really answer too much. Like, for the future of my BR, you can ask any question about that, but I'll have to explain it in a way where I won't leak anything. Like, one person that went about the main character, I can't say that just yet, but there will be a main character that will pop up in the comics. I can tell you that for sure. So, who else got a question? Any other questions, guys? Or do we stop here? Oh, when you start making YouTube videos, why should like YouTube? Again, this is an even harder question, to be honest, than me playing Fortnite. Basically, so this is fairly hard for me to explain, but I'll try to explain as best I can. But basically, I started making YouTube videos when I was about 8 years old. I think it was like August 2016. And I just started YouTube because I think I was like interested into it. I was interested in YouTube, and I'm still super interested these days. And like I said though, I've been going on YouTube for like what, nearly 7 years, and I still not even got 1,000 subs. But I'm gonna step up the content, to be honest. Try to like get to 1,000 subscribers soon. Also, guys, in August, expect huge changes to my YouTube channel. Because I'm actually planning to, when I'm older, the future, I've got a little question, little thing I need to tell you guys. For the future of my YouTube channel, you might, when I'm, like, so, in like the next few years on my channel, I'm going to start to, like, sing and stuff, to be honest, because when I'm older, I am actually planning to maybe actually become a singer on YouTube. We ever going to make fun challenges in public games? Oh, right, in Fortnite, like when you're playing pubs. I get what you mean, probably, maybe. I mean, if I wanna. So here we are in Chapter 5, Season 2. So this is a, again, the another classic one. I'm just trying to go through some old stuff that, you know, that used to exist, that's no longer here now. But, yeah. just flying around. I just want to be able to show you like last season. Right, any other questions? Because I am gonna keep going for a few more minutes. So, let's see. When did you start making me up to what you... Okay, I see, asking some questions. Oh, I started making BR maps back, even before chapters started. I started making back in season 10. I still have my first one I ever made, which is just prefabs. And I started making them again, just interesting. Daniel, how did you use the smoke for the stronghold when you got blown up? Okay, so good question. This is a good one. I can't put it down because I haven't got enough memory. However, if you go to the ego gallery, and you go to the ego prop gallery, if you grab, I believe it was either this or this, and you pickaxe to make it smoke. However, if you basically get, but then if you want to keep it smoking forever, you place it down and then you save them. You go to iron settings and make sure to turn pickaxe destruction to none, and then basically pickaxe the thing. It won't break, but have the smoke effect, and then you can turn it back on. It will basically just keep going up for the rest of the game until you leave your map or something. I'll show more about it pretty soon, but yeah. I just have kind of a question right now. Does that thing, the plane, still work? I'm only in these maps right now just to go back to like old memories of the old chapters. Oh yes, turns out the plane is still there. Cool. But you remember, guys, this was like probably the best season of chapter 5. Like I said, currently we're just on season 2. The only reason I made it is I wanted to give you like a little throwback. But you remember, this was probably the best season of chapter 5. Who agrees with me? This is probably like the best one because it had map changes. It had like I said, this season I think was basically everything you wanted. I'm guessing. I mean, maybe you might disagree, but I think chapter 5 season 2 is probably one of my favourite seasons of this chapter, of my chapter 5 so far. Like as you saw, it had new POIs, it had storyline, it had map changes, it had some good updates. It wasn't too long, wasn't too short, and it had a good, and I guess it had a really good event. So the only thing that people probably didn't like was the planes. I know a couple people complained about the planes, but I don't think it broke the meta. And the story I think was pretty interesting. It was fun to play, like seeing all those telescopes and tablets pop up, which I can still show you some of them all. Like next chapter we had Isolated Islands. No, I'm not going to return locations from chapter 5 into next chapter. Sorry, I know that that wouldn't really make sense. Possibly in the season where I do like, maybe possibly in the in chapter 6 I could. But I don't know. Probably not. Chapter 6 will be in just another new map with new locations. Again, just like I did with chapter 5, going from chapter 1 to chapter 5. New map, new locations, going from chapter 5 to chapter 6, and again like that. New map, new locations, new everything. So Isolated Islands won't be here forever. But it's still going to be here for a long time. Trust me. So if you remember Freaky Factors, guys, these were the things I told you that got last season that something is coming, which that does do in next season. It's still there currently in season 3. What's your favourite map you made? To be honest, I think it's this one I actually made right now because I like this one so much. Like, this is our chapter 5 season 2. Basically, the reason I like it so much, is if you think about it, it had location. It had, again, like I said, it had new locations, so it was fun to play. It had new locations. It had map change. It had some updates. It had some awesome stuff. Had live lots of islands. So we talking about the way how these islands kind of connect to each other. How these islands are kind of split apart. and then like, these bridges that go across to all of them. For example, like this bridge to that, and then that bridge to that, and then to that, and then obviously just keeps going like that around the map. Are you talking like that, Mice Master? And you remember this? This was the Catfish Clan cabin I got out last season. So, if you remember, guys, this was the old Knights Outpost, which is a rest in peace to it now. It no longer exists. It got completely washed off the washed off. It got completely washed up this season. But there you go. That's the old Knights Outpost. Then we have the Phantoms Outpost, which again is a rest in peace to it. Your favourite location? Oh, I say that one's possibly in chapter 6 I could do a different version. I don't want to say too much about the future of BR. I don't know my supposed to. Maybe I will. It just depends on what I got planned. As I'm still currently in the works of next chapter. I mean, I'm still on the works of it, and I've not done too much with it yet. I'll teach chapter 6 when you'll get a first teaser of chapter 6 when this map goes. It'll be a picture basically of, you'll see a certain skin at a certain location on that map. And also next chapter has a lot to do with storyline. There's gonna be a whole thing I'm doing with next chapter, which I'm not gonna tell this, but it's gonna really last a few seasons as a big story. But I'm not gonna tell this yet. Like I said, we're not even halfway through chapter 5. I think we're like, I don't think we're even a quarter of the way through chapter 5. I think we might be. I don't know, because it was February 26th. I think we're probably a quarter of the way through chapter. I think we might be at least 20 to 25. I think at the moment, I believe it. I think we're like 20 to 25% through chapter 5. Like completed. But you remember this Phantoms Outpost? Alright. Don't look at the battery there. Jonas is trying to leak it. Like, so that's not true what Jonas said, that's not true. What our plan is, guys. No. So it's a stronghold, which I know. We're just going a little back in time, just a little tour of like the old map, older back days, and I used, a lot of people used to like the stronghold, and yeah, I think it was already nice to be alright. It's not true. No, it isn't. Ignore it, guys. They're just trying to. There's just some alts in the stream. Like I said, we were in here just having some, just looking around, obviously, the old stuff I used to do. For example, this was, I think, was pretty nice. And then the whole vent system, which I don't think this is probably one that, I was like, it was alright, but it wasn't really the best at the top. And this was the secret room. Obviously, this was all over here. And we've obviously got that. Then we have all this stuff. And I remember, you might have forgot about this, guys. Maybe you not forgotten, but you might have. Do you remember this old basement? Yep, this was from last season. Rest in peace to it though. But yeah, the stronghold was not POI yet. But yeah, that's pretty much it though. So, like I said, that's all the seasons I can really show you for Chapter 5, because those were the previous ones, and Season 3 I don't really need to show you because obviously that's the current version. Like I said, next season has a lot to do with story, and I'm releasing the whole comic pretty soon. Well, anyone has got any questions, or do I end the stream now? Oh, I got a new subscriber, thank you very much for whoever subscribed. That's the Angel 77. That's nice of whoever subscribed. Nice of you, whoever did that. So, anyone got any questions, or do I might end the stream pretty soon? Like, it's coming up to almost 3/4 of an hour, or 45 minutes, whatever you want to say. Janice, stop leaking it. Stop leaking, Janice. You're just leaking it right now. Stop leaking stuff. What I'm gonna do, if someone does try and leak the future of Chapter 5, what I'll just do is delete Season 8, 7, 6, and 5 and redo them, so it's not all leaked. I'm hiding so much people right now with the channel. Yeah. Well, my best ignore it. It's not true. Just ignore it. I mean, like I said, if he try and leak anything, I will just okay. No, it's not real, trust me. Alright. I might as well end the stream now. I don't think anyone else has got any particular questions, so thank you for watching. Subscribe if you like, and I will